2020 and 2021 were pretty tough, both in the city and the county. So we've done a lot of work trying to beautify Morganton and make it a special place to visually be. And so I wanted to start off with some slides concerning actual sides of buildings that have been painted. So if you'll bear with me, this is one on the Food Matters. It really, the woman that's there is a native of Guatemala. She moved to Florida and joined her family here. And this is a work in progress. Has a lot of meanings, different meanings to it. This is the other view, and you see the woman's blue hair coming from the side. It flows into the river, which represents Catawba River. There's all sorts of leaf plants, warblers, dragonflies. It really is an impressive mural. And that came through TOSS and their apprenticeship. The artist is actually Elena. She's from Raleigh, and she came up with a friend and spent several days painting, and it really is a phenomenal. She wanted to wear her bumblebee boots when we took the picture. I said, okay, we'll put your bumblebee boots on. And really is an impressive work of art. Of course, at the beginning of September 2020, the renovation started for our courthouse. It really is a gathering center we found for people now that the fences are down, that people can gather and enjoy an afternoon with the tables, the chairs that are there. These jail cell doors are a tribute to the old jailhouse gallery. There are 3 of them there as a tribute to the jailhouse gallery and the old jail that was there. So it was great that the designers and the architects and planners decided to pay that homage to the old courthouse since it was there for so many years. Of course, this is when we started the big dig, and people wondered how much dirt we were going to take off the courthouse, but it was a work in progress. This is the finished product, and the sod was put in the fall of 2021. The fences have come down, and so it really is a place for people to come enjoy. Here they're putting the actual roof on top. I was nervous about that because you never know what's going to happen when people are on top of the roof, but these guys were professional and did a great job. The actual stage was done by Iwaski, and he's on the far right in this picture. We have Andrew Blackwell, Jessica Falstad, Jordan Rees, and Mickey, and just did a phenomenal job on the backdrop on the stage. This is the mural, the mandala that was put in. Each of those symbols represent a different part of Burke County, and if I can point it out, I'll try to get most of them pointed out. You can see the fish there in the mural. That represents, of course, fishing in Burke County. You see the dark purple there is Table Rock and Hawkbill. That symbol right there represents the Morganton Festival. The arrowheads in the middle represent the National Park Service. The stars around represent the American Revolution. So it really has a lot of symbolism there. What you can't see right in the very bottom right-hand corner of that picture is the true north. Morganton is one of the few cities in North Carolina that have a meridian that's true north. People years ago used to come and make their instruments accurate using that true north symbol. So when you get up there, you'll actually see what is true north and how people back in the early 1900s surveyors had to come and true their instruments. It really is an amazing, the city, the stones were there, and the designer decided to say, this is something that's really phenomenal. No other city probably in Morganton, or town in Morganton, has something like that. Here is a class. They've already started having classes on the grounds when the weather's warm. So I asked if I could take their picture while they were doing their classwork. She said, go ahead. So it really has been renovated, and people are taking advantage of the courthouse. Murphy's Farm, construction began in 2021. This is part of the construction. Here are some of the apartments as of 2 weeks ago. It'll actually be 240 apartments. The old silos will be kept. That'll be part of a conference room, a clubhouse, and a fitness center. They're going to keep the old silos, which is really a nice way for them to preserve part of the old farm. This is the downtown Greenway connector, which bottom of the screen would be Mountain View Elementary School. It crosses there. That has since been paved and connects up to the Greenway. Here is the end of the Greenway in Morganton, which is right across from the Senior Center on North Green Street. This is actually on Jefferson Street is where the parking is. We've decided to put the parking there so people could actually park there, walk down towards Mountain View School, hit the main part of the Greenway, and if they feel comfortable, Dalton, they could go all the way to Asheville eventually. So I'm not sure they might want to ride a bike there, but they could at least have access to the Greenway from downtown. We did a Martha's Park ribbon cutting in June of 2021. Really was amazing. This little house on the right, the kids absolutely love that. You just can't keep them off, Doug. They just absolutely love that little house that was built. And the soccer complex, I think last year I talked about the soccer complex was almost completed. The picture on the right, we wanted to put a small park that kids could play on while their peers or where their adults were playing soccer. We felt that was real critical, but that was another big capital project that we did in Morganton. One of our next big projects is going to be Bethel Park Engineering. We have received a $488,000 grant from the Clean Water Fund to begin the engineering study for that park. As most people, it's about our third most used park, and anytime it rains, that park is underwater. So we're going to use that grant to try and create some engineering designs to keep the water drained off so that people on that side of east side of town and elsewhere can use that park. The engineering study will be resolving most of the issues. It really is underwater when things happen. Our electrical system, our Substation 1, which was behind Case Farms, is going to have to be replaced. But this right here is the Dectron system at the Aquatic Center. We had a real problem with humidity and moisture in Mountain View Recreation Center and with our indoor swimming pool. So this is the Dectron system. It's going to look like this. This is the actual design they sent us, but that's what it's going to be to create the humidity and moisture inside Mountain View Recreation Center. Again, Freedom Park, the track, and the parking improvements. It really has been an improvement to widen that trail so that people can ride bikes and walk in safety from each other. And people have given us great reviews for having repaved it with all the cracks, and that project has been completed. Here's one of the speed bumps. We have some students over in the high school who want to drag race on that road behind, and so we've decided to put a speed bump up there to try and slow them down. So that was really critical to slow traffic down for pedestrians who are using the sidewalks. New city websites. We're excited. Ethan, who's in with us today, gathered together a lot of people, and we came up with, I believe, 6 new city websites. This one is Morganton's website. We partner and just overhauled all of them. We finally completed it in October of 2021, and we incorporated more than 60 city employees to help with this because our old website just was not user-friendly. This one is for CAMA, our Community Performing Arts Center, and it really helps with ticket sales and just is easier to find stuff when you go to the CAMA website. This is our Community House website, and it has really given us some good positive feedback. You can find out the events and stuff, and it really, the picture's great. It shows what goes on at the Community House, and so we've gotten real positive feedback concerning that website. This is Parks and Recreation. It's one of our most publicly used websites simply because we've got tournaments, baseball tournaments, soccer tournaments, so many tournaments going on there, and it really helps people to find where they need to go and when they need to be there. And downtown Morganton, the design team of about 6 to 8 people help with this downtown Morganton website because downtown Morganton in itself has many, many activities going on. So that was the new website. And then we have a Compass website. And for those who don't know, on Channel 2 now, we have HD. If you're watching Channel 2, it's HD now. And we're real excited at that service. So we're filming in HD for our city council's website, city council meeting. So that's great that we were able to do HD for Channel 2. This website was completed about 2 weeks ahead of schedule in October of 2021. And our second biggest project coming up probably is going to be the College Street design, where we take part of the 4-lane and make it 2-lane, according to the design so far. And so that is going to be a major way to make it more pedestrian friendly and reduce the number of accidents and on there, especially below the College Street Recreation Center. Electric substation, I talked about this. This is the one behind Rand Street. It's going to be moved over near the School of Science and Math. This was substation number 1, and it really was in poor shape. But if we're going to continue to grow, and especially with the School of Science and Math on that side of town, they need all the electricity and the stuff they can get. So we are in the middle of that, establishing the new substation. We're furnishing the electric services at Burke Business Park. So we'll support any future industry that comes up there. Excited about that being used. Our parklets, streeteries, and food trucks, they've really heavily used in 2021, and we plan to continue those. The parklets were such a big hit, they now become a permanent part of downtown. We're excited about that. This is some of the food trucks. We decided to, since some of the restaurants couldn't get staff, we would open up some more food trucks, especially on King Street and downtown. So it really continues to be popular, and a lot of people do eat lunch downtown. Business loans. We helped Little Guatemala with a business loan. This is them. If you've not been to Little Guatemala, especially in the back, they've done some great renovations, have a great seating area at Little Guatemala. Another business loan was Sterling Grill. We just had a ribbon cutting there this week. They've really done some renovations, serving food and having some concerts and music at Sterling Grill. And another downtown business loan we made was to Savvy Bride Boutique, a bridal shop on West Union Street. So really some business loans and helped small business get started. We had an E.J. Victor building reuse grant to renovate a building. We had to provide a 2.5 administrative match for the grant, so we are excited that E.J. Victor could get that grant and do a building reuse. Eckerness has expanded. They make furniture. We again are going to administer that or help pay for administering that grant. It's going to be an investment of about $10 million to Eckerness. So that's an exciting part. And I wanted to put something in here about Morganton Drives tourism, especially for Comma. It generated over $8,700 in revenue for local hotels, sold tickets in 43 different zip codes last year. So it's not just people from Morganton coming to see Comma. Morganton Drives Tourism, our park and recreation. We had 31 events in 2021, and of course having ball tournaments and stuff, it drives people to hotels downtown. So we do drive tourism. The community house had 21 events. 815 attendees attended the FBI seminar we had here. We are expanding for weddings, and it really, there are 9 weddings already planned for 2022. So we're excited about more usage of the community house. Completed capital projects. We did, the 105 Connector Road. The budget was $1.6 million. Revenues have been $1.4 million. Our College Street design, the budget was $3.3 million. Our year-to-date expenses, only $174,000. The Courthouse Project, we had a general project of $2.5 million. Electric project, the budget was $521 million. And the Square Water project was $100,000. We have a downtown Greenway connector. The budget was $1.6 million. And our Catawba River Complex project was 1.5 million. We completed it at 1.4 million. So those are the capital projects that have been completed or soon to be completed. So even though most people were masked and some had to work from home, the city of Morganton still went ahead with capital projects because we need to continue that progress. Projected capital projects, Bethel Park, again, it's going to be a $1.8 million budget. Silver Creek Pump Station, that's going to be a $5.2 million project. And the Rand Street Substation, that budget is scheduled $2.8 million. So we do have a large amount of capital projects that will be coming in 22 and extending into 23. Those are the capital projects projected. And so we're just looking forward to 2022 and making Morganton even easier to use and user-friendly.